All right, we're good. Yep. And so, how we open up the show every week, it must be.
It must be Tuesday.
That's what it
Must
is.
be
Down there in
Tuesday.
Sports Talk in the building. We done got the Shaw brothers up out of here, so no more kung fu fighting. We'll be talking like, you know what I mean? So we got the little technical difficulties fixed up. I am left-handed at RM Desk on at Twitter. That's my co-D, my co-host. I Phillies number one. Y'all the Bears in the house.
Going on.
Um, Tonight, we're gonna do it a little different. We usually do all the talking myself, and Yada Bear does her thing. Tonight, Yada Bear is gonna drive the ship. She's gonna steer the bus. You know what I mean, and all that good stuff. Drive the L or whatever they do in Philly. You know what I mean? So it's all you, Browski, man. How you be? What's going on? I know you're enjoying some of this good weather that's outside. What's happening with you?
Oh man, yes, the weather is beautiful outside. Um, we got playoff basketball in the air. We had a great WNBA draft last night. It was a good showing on the network. I think they said about like what 22
Okay.
4 million people viewed into the WNBA draft. Um, it was the first year that they actually sold tickets to attend the draft, and it was sold out. It said as soon as they put it up there,
15
um,
minutes.
yeah, 15 minutes. It was completely sold out. So that was good to see. Good to see a crowd there, people cheering on these ladies, taking their next step in a professional career. Because generally it would just be like a couple teammates, family, coaches really there. So it was great to see like the public truly supporting the WNBA, supporting women's
Mhm.
sports. It's a beautiful thing. How did you like the draft last night?
Um, this is my, second year in a row, kind of like watching the draft from
Hmm.
beginning to the end and really getting into it and trying to do the knowledge to, what these teams are thinking about, the players that are coming out, and how everything is going to match and everything's going to look. Yeah, the WNBA is a fledgling league, um, but it's going to be growing. I give it 5 years time because a lot of pressures being put on. Whether they, I know they realize it because they talk about it behind the scenes, and we talk about it over here and down in the sports talk.
Hmm.
There's a lot of pressure on WNBA to kind of expand because the the rubber is meeting the road, and what I mean by that is that the number of jobs versus the number of quality athletes that are coming out of college and from overseas is not matching, right? There are not enough. What do we say, Brosky? Jobs and not enough spots available for the players
Yes.
that's not, which speaks to the WNBA needing to expand. Now
Hmm.
we understand that the WNBA has been around for a long time, over 30 years. We get it. You know what I mean? But Browski, Yada Bear, you know what I mean, has been talking about this ever since we've been rocking. Like,
Yeah.
and remind me, don't forget to finish what I'm gonna say about that. Um, the WNBA needs more franchises. The WNBA, needs more, um, needs more. What do we say? Um, Acknowledgement, I guess.
And
These
I
ladies
was,
working.
yeah, yeah. I mean that support. Um, They need a lot more. I would say I think the key word is support and like not like the fake support.
Mm,
There's support and then there's fake support. Fake support, you wearing T-shirts that says we support women's sports, but then you turn around and once someone makes a comment about the pay, they should be paid more. Your first thing is, oh well, it's not like it's that good, or you make a backhand comment like nobody really watches the WNBA.
right,
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 like
right,
that's
right,
fake support right there.
right.
Support is when you at home, turn on the game, watch the game, go to the games, you know, buy their jerseys. How about that? Go on their website, New York Liberty website, LA Sparks website, Chicago Sky website, and buy their jerseys and their t-shirts so that they can see that, hey, people are really rocking with the league and they even buying the merchandise. We was looking at tickets behind the scenes earlier, and we have seen, the increase in ticket prices for certain games, which is expected because it's the same thing in the NBA. When certain teams come to town, sometimes those tickets, spike up some. But we've seen a lot of seats and tickets prices that's reasonable for floor seats, to attend the game on
Absolutely.
on a Sunday or a Saturday night or during the week, especially in the summertime, take your kids to the game. Take your
If you
daughter.
if you plan on going to see Caitlin Clark at WNBA game, the kids is going to get denied some candy.
Yeah,
They'll get
some
denied some
sneakers.
hamburgers, some sneakers, some milkshakes, all that. They're going to miss out, but they're going to get to see Caitlin Clark
Yeah,
because those tickets are, how do we say, disrespectful.
yeah. They are, and you're thinking that them seats are, on the floor. Now you're paying like almost $400 to wear binoculars. Okay, you want to see her
The
shooting.
long joints.
Yeah, look, you want to see her shooting from the logo because that's probably the only way that you can tell it's her.
Right,
And
that's her, right.
that's how far
But,
back you would be. But
yeah,
but
2.5
when,
viewers
yeah,
for the WNBA draft, which is a great thing.
yeah,
But go ahead, y'all. Let's speak to what you were talking about in regards to the WNBA finally realizing and at least speaking to the fact that they may get a franchise or will probably end up with a franchise in Philly. And what I didn't know is that the commissioner is from Philly. So why wouldn't there be a franchise in Philly if the commissioner
yeah.
is from Philly?
Well, this commissioner, she only been here. She hasn't been in that long. Um, I want to say since I think she came in around the pandemic, 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. She came in around the pandemic because she did the first draft was at home because it was a virtual draft. So
On Zoom.
I believe the Golden State, the San Francisco deal was already in play, and she had to like kind of wait a little bit. But it is amazing that she's really pushing to have one here because she knows, because she's from Philadelphia, she knows that we're a basketball town, and she knows that when the American Basketball League um had a team here in Philadelphia, when we came out and watched those games. One, because Dawn Staley, was the face of the team and of the league. We, support our own. Not only that, but it was quality basketball that we was watching.
I
So we
mean,
came out to
have
those games.
these people ever heard of the Big Five? They ever heard of the Palestra? You know what
They
I mean?
they don't
Like
want, like, they
Penn.
don't put no respect
You know what I mean?
on our college basketball name like
It's
that.
sad. It's
Yeah,
sad, yo. It's
because
sad.
like you said, the competition between the Big Five, you know, Penn, Drexel, LaSalle, Villanova, St. Joe's, huge rivalry here in Philadelphia for decades. Decades that they've been going hard here, and like I said, we're a huge basketball city. Um, super
Well,
supportive
hold
of
on one
baseball.
second. Hold on one second. The Lakers are winning, so we got to acknowledge Windwalkers
Oh
in the house.
well, well, I
The
told
Lakers
you,
are winning, y'all.
I'm
you know how it is.
I'm
Once they
watching.
look, once the Lakers start losing, his
He got to go to the
connection gonna
store.
fade, and he gotta go to the store.
He got to make
Gotta
he got
go.
to make a store run.
Gotta make a
But
store run.
what up, big bro? What's the deal, baby?
Oh
What's good
Hey
no.
with
man,
you?
you know what I'm doing. I'm being quiet, watching the game, just listening to y'all talk. You know what I'm saying? But I want to put some input on
Go ahead.
it. It was a real big disparity, and Caitlin Clark. I think she made a wrong decision because she should have went with Ice Cube's deal. She's
Nah.
gonna
I can't wait to hear this. Go ahead.
she
Come on, let's go.
okay for her first year.
Mhm.
At the top, she'll make $76,000 for her
In the
first 4
WNBA,
year in the WNBA. For her
right?
first 4 years, $330,000. Ice Cube offered her $5 million. It's 3-on-3. Hold on. You ain't playing as long. You ain't hurting yourself as long. That's all I'm saying. $5 million to $330,000 for four or 5.
Can I jump?
Go ahead.
Come on.
Because by you saying that if her going there is not hurting anybody, it's hurting the WNBA.
Absolutely.
That would destroy the WNBA. That one of the biggest college superstars will go to a 3-on-3 basketball league. To me, and again, no disrespect to the big three, Ice Cube and all them, but when I look at the big three, I look at it as a novelty league, my dude.
Yeah, like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Exactly.
Or
and
one.
But again, why would she do that when she wants to play professional basketball against her peers? It would be a novelty act because it'd be like, oh well, Caitlin Clark can play with the guys. Look at that! It would be parading her around like that.
Well,
go ahead,
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let you go and finish yours, and I'm gonna come back.
Check this out. Okay. First of all, I got a couple of questions. First of all,
okay.
Question number 1: how many times is Caitlin Clark going to score 30/40 points in the Big Three? Question number 2: how much burn is Caitlin Clark going to get in the Big Three? Question number 3: why would you be a novelty act, which is akin to selling your soul for $5 million when you could further your career in what you wanted to do anyway? You stayed 4 years at Iowa.
Yep.
End up at the Big Three. Come on, Wayne.
No, that ain't what I'm saying. Just
what are you saying?
Point, the reason I said that, listen. The reason I said that, I wanted to prove a point to the WNBA and the NBA. Give us more money. Give us more money, or we
That's not going to prove the point, though, cousin. That's not going to prove it at all, yo.
Only thing that's going to do is
let me explain it, Browski. How's that going to prove the point, big bro?
Because they're going to be like, okay, we could have had this and had that and made our league even better, but we don't even want to pay them, so they leaving us. People are starting to leave us. It's like you doing a kneel down. It's like you doing this for everybody else to get that money behind you. I understand what y'all are saying. I'm with that. I'm with y'all on that.
Let me say this. It's Tuesday, y'all. This dude that flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Okay.
Backwards. This dude that flew over the cuckoo's nest backwards. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I had to put that up there, though.
I know you did. I know you sitting on that all day. I know.
Listen, let me tell you something. I was thinking about the money.
No, but if you're thinking about the money, big bro, you got to look at the endorsement deals. You think that NIL money was popping?
Exactly. Yeah. She's just going to carry that over.
Yeah, kid. You know the vibes. Come on, man. Yeah.
And listen, you know that NIL money is popping because she showed up in the draft Prada from head to toe.
Yeah, she was clean.
Great Prada. She came there looking like money. So if she would have went to the Big Three, only thing that would have did was say, see, look at her going. Look, now she playing with retired NBA guys that the league retired or they got hurt, and then they really couldn't come back. But my thing is, if I'm the Big Three players, I'm one of their players. How are you going to pay this chick $5 million when Ice Cube was just kind of begging the NBA for support?
Yes,
and he wasn't asking for mutual support. He was asking for financial support.
Right.
So where you talking about you giving Caitlin Clark $5 million, but what about the guys that's playing in the league? Is any of these guys making $1 million? So you going so that to me, well,
Yeah, it opens up a can of worms,
yeah,
man.
like if I'm no
At
players,
different
I'll be
levels,
pissed off
man.
because now you get this girl because this is them. You get this little girl, this little white girl, $5 million to shoot some threes, but I've been in the league for 4 years and I'm barely breaking 100 G's.
Steven Jackson gonna lose his mind.
Exactly. So then they're gonna turn that into her. Next minute, they flying her around the court.
Absolutely,
They knocking her
but
teeth out. You
but
know. So I
but
can't.
no, she don't need that. But
Nah.
yeah, the draft was very good.
The
Let's talk a little bit. Let's talk about the Chicago Sky.
Yes.
Um, they now going to have teammates that did battle in
Once
the
foe, now
tournaments. You know what I
friend.
mean, and in the SEC tournaments and the SEC. You know what I mean, in the NCAA tournaments. Now they're
Yes.
teammates. We're talking about Camila Cardosa, who was the number 3 pick for the Chicago Sky from South Carolina. Angel Reese, who's the number 7 pick for LSU.
Mm-hmm.
That front line already is they've been talking about them like Ralph Sampson and you know what I mean, and Elijah Wan when they was in Houston. You know what I mean. So
Nobody's getting no boards.
and we were talking about it earlier. And Yada Bear mentioned Teresa Weatherspoon is going to be their coach. So toughness is going to be their identity. I
Yes.
think that the
Big
only thing I
emphasis
see,
on defense.
the only thing, Browski, and you got to get ready to carry the show because I'm talked out. Cardoso and Reese, they're gonna have to expand their games offensively, yo. I mean, rebounding is cool, but they're gonna have to expand their game. Again, um, they're talented and they got size, so it's really no
Yes.
reason they shouldn't be able to do that. Go ahead, Kimmy.
Well, Angel has already been working on expanding her range. She's working with one of the top NBA trainers out there on the court, hitting threes from different angles, working on her dribbling skills. Because with them two on the court together, I can see Angel playing um, a stretch for maybe a three. Maybe she'll play a little bit at center if they want to go small ball, you know, without Cardosa on the court. But I think it's going to be amazing. I think Camilla may have a better rookie year than Angel because of Angel, changing the way that she played the game. Um, Crazy thing though, when Angel Reese was recruited from out of high school, she was recruited as one of the number one wing players. She wasn't always in the paint like how she was in LSU. She was actually recruited, as one of the top wings coming out of high school. So her expanding her game some is going to help a lot in Chicago. Chicago is in the rebuild era, but I think with these 2 draft picks, they may be really good, interesting watch this season. What I was surprised, there was a couple of surprises, um, especially with Cameron Brake on too. That was, people was already expecting that, but with them picking up Rakia Jackson at 4, talking about the LA Sparks, is a very interesting move and is a great complimentary piece to Cameron Brink out there in LA. It's going to be really good to see them two play together. It's going to be fun. Um, but people don't realize Brink is the god sister of Steph Curry. Steph Curry mom is her godmom, so a lot of training with him. She's staying in LA, because she played in Stanford. So she got a little home cooking there. Um, what was your biggest surprise of the draft, Left?
Um, Big surprise, kind of sort of. We talked about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of thought Daisha Fair was going to go a little bit higher.
Me too.
Especially the way that they talked about her, number 3 scorer all time. Um, I think that, her being 5'5" kind of maybe held a little against her. But in these days and times, how tall is Coach Staley?
Okay. What, 5'4",
I'm over
5'3"? Yeah,
Staley, you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? So I think that when you talk about surprises, the surprise to me, and we talked about this earlier too, we talk a lot, you know what I mean? Myself be out of bed. Win Walker too, he'd be at the store all the time and stuff, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But the most important thing is going to be when training camp starts, and then as we get closer to the season, which is jumps off in May, Browski? May
Yeah, May
14th.
14th. May 14th.
Watching the next couple of weeks, out of all of this glamour and glitz, because we talked about this before, Kimmy, who gets cut?
Yeah. We have seen a past number 1 picks get cut. We had a past first round pick who's now a part of the Harlem Globetrotters right now because she got cut.
But
And
Which
that
speaks to what?
to needing to expand the league. It's a full circle, and
Absolutely.
and it's crazy because we did talk earlier and we were saying like who's going to make the team, who's going to get cut for the team. There's no guaranteed spots, and it's a shame that the talent is so great coming out of college now that it's moving faster than the league can, catch it.
Right.
We can't catch up to it. So it's like you give us one team in 2026, but what about next year's draft?
Right.
We
Let's
got
go,
Paige
Kim. Let's
Beckers
go.
coming
Let's
out,
go, out of there. Mhm.
So now
talk.
she coming out. She's going to be a number 1 recruit. Okay, you got a couple. You got the girl from Texas. She's going to come out. You got Fly J Johnson. She's going to be a junior. She's going to probably want to come out.
The other girl from SC.
Well,
The other,
she no, not yet. She's still a freshman. She got into
yeah.
her junior year.
Oh, okay.
So Fly J Johnson, she'll be a junior next year. You telling me Fly J don't want to get drafted? That a
Yeah.
team wouldn't want to pick her up? So by them just giving us one team in 2026, I can't, like, I love it. I like it, but I can't love it because I need more than one team at a time, and this is causing people to go overseas and to look at other options.
And that's a big point that you just brought up, Yada. Going overseas to get the money.
Yeah.
Why should they have to go overseas to get the money? The money's right here.
Is allegedly, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's not. They gotta go overseas and get it.
Yeah, I mean, because when you think about the NBA, what's crazy is that now they're bringing in so many, like, this G League it's like NBA, G League, then WNBA, where it should be NBA, WNBA, G League. How every NBA team is affiliated almost with a G League team, so
That's right.
should the WNBA. The NBA and the WNBA should mirror each other to me.
We spoke on that.
To me, that should be an easier sell.
Yeah.
Because the simple fact that no disrespect, but I'm just saying it's women. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so again, at the end of the day, if the league has established itself, why can't the Brooklyn Nets take the liberty they play in the Barclays Center?
Yeah.
So again, at the end of the day, it should be an easy sell. You know what I mean? What is the NBA going to lose by investing in the WNBA?
I mean,
Nothing.
you see the how the NCAA, when you look at men and women game, if you just look at the crowd, you wouldn't know it was a men's game or a women's game.
Or women's game. That's right.
Sometimes the women games are more packed than the men's game.
And this is first round through the whole tournament.
And what would make it easier, where you ain't spending as much money for venue space and this and that, have the women play earlier in the day, and then the men at night. You know what I'm saying?
But the women, the WNBA play in the summertime.
Yeah, we play in the summer, so
yeah.
So the arenas should be open, right?
It should be it should be no conflict. Only you can schedule around concerts or other events. Like, come on, you can schedule around things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But just seeing the talent that we saw get drafted last night, and just to know that half of them won't make a roster.
Right.
It's
That's the
heartbreaking.
killer part.
Yeah,
That
or
part.
or
That part right there.
or another great player have to get cut to bring in the young talent. You know, a player who may have been in the league
A
3
veteran,
or 4
right.
years, losing the spot because,
Right.
well, you know, we got Angel Reese on. You know, we just drafted Angel Reese. You know, she just won a national title last season. You know, she broke the records for double doubles in, you know, women's college basketball. I gotta have a spot for her. I know that you've been averaging, you know, 12 and 10 or, you know, 15 and 11. Consistently for the past 3 years. But unfortunately, I gotta cut you because I got this young stud who's coming in here. And unfortunately, we can't have both of you on the team, even though we would love to have both of these talented women on the team, but we only have X amount of spots, X amount of roster spots. So that's crazy. That's a crazy conversation to have
real.
for playing.
That's real.
And that's what's happening.
Definitely. Down in Sports Talk, we're in the building, man. Tuesday night, we wanted to touch on the WNBA draft.
Yes.
Now we're gonna get into Windwalker's favorite topic.
Yeah, they go. It's play-in time.
NBA playoffs and the NBA play-in. Guy, he happy now. Look at it. He glad about the play-in now. A couple years ago, he was like he didn't want the play-in because he wasn't worried about it. Now
thank goodness for the play-in, right? Thank God for the play-in.
Thank you for the play-in.
We get a double shot. A double shot.
You know what I mean?
We can lose.
What are the Lakers doing right now with the Pelicans? When we got the Lakers and the Pelicans, and later on we got Golden State. Who's Golden State playing later on?
The Kings.
The Sacramento Kings.
What's the deal with the Lakers game right now?
Hold on. I'm looking at the scores. Hold on.
Oh, it's halftime.
I was into what she was talking about the WNBA.
Nah, the Lakers up at the half.
I know but check this out. Still, I'm back on the WNBA. Give women more money. Give them women more money, man.
Hey, man,
check this out, bro.
Check this out. Not to cut your wisdom, but we done moved on from that, bro.
Man,
you know
I'm just
saying. We can talk about that for hours. We can talk about that for hours.
Save that for your get down on it. Save that for the get down on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
NBA playoffs, man. NBA play-in. Talk about the Lakers and the Pelicans tonight, real quick.
Okay, the Pelicans and the Lakers is playing right now. We just beat them Sunday out the water. We blew them out the water Sunday. So it's no
blew them out the water right into a playing game. Come on, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? I really listen. I'm gonna tell you my logic though. Check my science out. I really want us to lose this play-in game.
Oh yeah, because you don't want the prize. The prize at the end of that rainbow. Yeah, you get it. The prize at the end of that rainbow.
It's chicken nuggets. I'm not ready for the chicken nuggets. I'd rather go play the Thunder.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold up. Wait a minute. When did that become a thing? Because the Cleveland Cavaliers pulled that same garbage because they were scared of their playoff opponent. They pulled that same garbage. When did that become a thing?
No, we're not scared of them.
And yes, you are. You just said that you rather play did you want to lose a playing game
to play the young guns.
To play the Thunder, so I can watch the game.
For the Thunder to run y'all out of OKC.
No, so I can go right downtown.
Wait a minute. He just
want to go see the
game. For selfish reason. He just want to go see the Lakers play.
Hey, hold up, Des. I want to be downtown. I want to be right here.
He don't want to have to make a trip to. He want to make a trip to Denver. He just go downtown to go see LeBron and them lose.
And that reminds me.
And go see SGA.
Can you talk to your man Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren, man? That commercial is listen, man. That's the only song they could have came up with, G.
Come on. Whack.
Yeah, that's the only. I mean, you got to watch what you say these days, but man, come on, son.
But
anyway, moving right along. Go ahead.
this game tonight, it started out a little rocky for LA, in the first quarter, but the crazy thing that I seen when we was looking at it earlier is when CJ and Brandon is on the bench, the Pelicans can't score. Zion just be out there kind of playing street ball a little bit. Yeah, doing a little too much. That's how they
trying
lost
to take
the lead.
over.
Yeah, and that's how they lost the lead, because they was up in the second, and then the Lakers won a run because they was playing extremely sloppy basketball. So I don't know about these Pelicans. They're going to have to make some type of adjustments in the locker room and get their butts refocus. Because right now the Lakers are rolling.
Yeah.
I told Left they got the good D-Lo out there, because y'all Lakers fans, y'all be killing D-Lo. It's like when he's good, he's good. When he's bad, y'all want to
like I
ship him out.
said earlier, when I said we was talking earlier, because he's a snitch.
Come on, preach, preach.
They don't mess with him. He's a snitch. He's a snitch, son. They don't mess with him.
You can't talk to
that dude. You know what I mean?
Hey, you can't be snitching on people. You can't be telling people that people's messing with other people's wives and mamas and things. Hey, that's a no-no.
We trying to be TMZ? What's going on here? Yeah, man. So the Lakers and the Pelicans tonight. Then we got Golden State and Sacramento
tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, that's tomorrow. Tonight. That's tonight.
No, it's tonight. It's a double hitter.
Oh, I thought it was tomorrow.
Because the East is tomorrow.
Yeah, the East tomorrow. They
play, Philly. Oh, I forgot. Philly got to play tomorrow.
We're going to get into that in a hot second.
Play in Philly. Wait. We talking about playing Lakers. We should have been talking about playing Philly.
Wait a minute. Let's finish talking about the Lakers who had their starters the whole year that still make the play-in, but we're not gonna say that somebody said earlier that y'all mess around and win the in-season tournament and not even make the playoffs. And look what's happening. Look what happened. Y'all was so focused on the in-season tournament that y'all dropped the ball. So there's no excuse for the Lakers, but they're leading the Pelicans right now, 10 points at halftime.
60 to 50. 60 to 50.
Yeah, the game 2 is basically a playoff rematch against Sacramento Kings and the Warriors. It's very possible, like we said, that some of your favorite players, future Hall of Famers, may not make the playoffs, this year. And you got the Kings and the Warriors in the 9-10.
That's a do or die game.
Yeah, it's like you win.
Whoever lose, go home.
Yeah, you win to play another game. You win to play another game. But it's crazy that when we talking about the play-in, that we're talking about the Warriors and the Lakers. We didn't expect
two of the top teams. Yeah,
we didn't expect that these two teams will make it. Be in this position at the beginning of the season. But the question for the Warriors tonight is, what Warrior team are we going to see? Is Klay Thomas going to show up, and be productive? Is Draymond going to be able to control his composure to help his team and not to hurt them by getting ejected on something stupid early in the game? Go ahead, Matt.
To me, this game right here with Sacramento and Golden State Warriors, outside of the fact that it's a loser-go-home game, if Golden State loses, dynasty's over. Everybody's going to break out the handkerchiefs and start crying and break up the Warriors. We'll do it. If the Kings lose, it's going to be the same difference. Because you done had Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox. You done had them dudes for a few years now. I mean, Mike Brown, no disrespect to Mike Brown, but last year was your best shot to get us at Golden State, and you blew it at home. Now you in a do or die game. You win this game, right? All you get to do is play another game against whoever loses tonight, right? But to me, if Sacramento loses against the Golden State Warriors tonight, their thing is done as well. And Golden State just basically goes on to live another day.
Yeah,
Right?
what were they saying?
Go ahead. I was just thinking about Sacramento, man. I like Sacramento, but it's just like they can't get over that that little hump. They can't get over it. They can't.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
It was a 3-1 last year, right?
Yeah. Let me tell you. Yeah. Let me tell you what it is. It's the gimmicks. Light the beam. Light the beam. We gotta win so we can light the beam. You know, all that. Once you start doing gimmicky stuff, it becomes more about lighting the beam than playing the game. Okay, like
you keep losing
like
the game. We're gonna light the beam, all right.
Yeah, I like the Kings. Oh no, they definitely gonna be lighting that up. They like the Kings. You know, the Kings is cool, but you know they're dealing with their stuff with Malik Monk being hurt. I think him not being healthy really messed up that 1-2 duo they had with Fox and Monk because they work well together. And then you sprinkle in Sabonis, and then you got Lil Harrison Barnes, you know, giving you that veteran leadership and hitting that corner three, you know, for you. So them losing Monk, you know, really kind of hurt them and kind of slowed down their momentum throughout the season. I think the Warriors going to take it. This season has really been extremely tough in the West. You know, I may joke about the Lakers and the Warriors being in the play-in, but I have to admit that the West was a gauntlet this season.
And it will be for years to come.
Yeah, because you know we focus on the race for the last couple spots in the West, but the race for the number one spot was just as tough. You had three teams
at one time.
You had three teams fighting for the number one seed, and it took the last game of the season. Like the last game of the season this year has been the most important game of all season long. It was very important not only for playoff positioning, but to even make the playoffs and to see if you would get that number one overall seed. You know, having OKC taking it and getting that number one seed can determine if they will win the first round or not make it to the second round. You know, that is easy as that, having that number one seed instead of the number two seed, because you get that 2 seed, you you gotta play either the Lakers or the Pelicans, and
that's a playing team.
But when you think about it, it's a playing team in record only. When you look at the squad, it's like, dang, I gotta go against Bron, AD, and all that in the first round. You know, you thinking I got the number one seed. You know, we're gonna play somebody who barely got into the playoffs that maybe have like one star.
That's true.
You know, now you got two future Hall of Famers in the Lakers. You can turn around and play another future Hall of Famer in Steph, you know, or you can come turn around and be playing freaking Zion in the first round. Czech don't want to deal with Zion in the first round, having that guy coming down the lane like that. So
if my memory serves me correct, I remember the Lakers being in a similar position last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think they made it to the Western Conference Finals win. Check me on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once they got to the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets, I think, what was it, 2-0?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think, but anyway, my point being that the Lakers essentially, you know, ran out of gas against Denver, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they didn't have enough. Yeah.
For me, this year, I'm saying that I'm hearing the vibe that I'm getting is like this Laker team is better than that Laker team from last year.
Well, if Dinwiddie show up, and Teron Prince show up like they've been showing up lately, it's a whole different team. We don't have to rely on Superman Reeves. Last year, we relied on Superman Reeves to get us over some humps. That's not going to happen all the time. That was,
Yeah.
it was his time last year
Yeah.
to show up and show out and get him a contract.
Yeah.
But
I agree with Wynn. I would throw another name and Gabe Vincent being back too.
Oh, okay.
Around
Yeah.
this time, I do believe that this Lakers team is better than last year's Lakers team because they have better shooting from the outside. Again, the before mentioned Gabe Vincent, AR, Austin Reed, he has upped his game. He now has playoff experience from last season, so he won't, he may not shy away from big moments. Bron may be driving the lane and there's a couple seconds left, and he may dish the ball off to you to hit this corner three for the win. You never know. So I feel like this team is better. It will go as far as AD healths go. So as long as nobody poke AD in the eye again,
step on his foot,
lean too much on his back, slap his hand, hit him in the head. He don't fall down too hard. Nobody sneeze on him. Nobody nobody fan him too hard. He don't choke on no Gatorade. As long as he's in a bubble, they will be fine.
His eyebrows don't get in his eyes.
Exactly. He don't get an ingrown toenail.
But the X factor right now is what Left said it earlier. When he's good, but when he's bad, they hate him. And that's Mr.
D-Lo, yeah.
That's Mr. D.
Yeah, and he's been playing good.
So Mr. D.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is. NBA playoff playing. I want to get into something because we got a few minutes left. No pun intended. It's a fight going on this weekend. And happy 420. Happy 420 to everybody who indulges. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's legal now. It's okay. It's legal now. Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, right? On top of the fact that they're having trouble putting people in the seats, getting tickets for this fight. Where are you at, Yada Bear, Windwalker, in regards to who would see win this fight? How long is this fight going, and what happens after this fight? I think we all probably the consensus of who we see winning. But what do you think in regards to what happens after with both fighters?
Well, I feel like we all know, we all have a feeling Haney's winning this fight. I'll say 8th round. I'll give him another round.
You think it's gonna go that long?
Man, I'm trying to give my man
get your money's worth on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he can keep people around for that long. If it happens sooner, like the 6th round, it would be that would be predictable right there. 6th round, another body shot. Right. I mean, I feel like Haney watched that Tank fight and was like, you know what? I'm gonna embarrass him again. And
you just said it. I think try to finish him with a body shot.
Yeah, with a body shot. He's gonna try to mimic or one up Tank to throw a shot at Tank. Like you beat him. What Tank beat him? What in the 7th round with a body shot? Haney gonna be like, Haney gonna be like, well, and then 6th.
He couldn't respond to the bell.
Okay, he couldn't. So Haney I feel like Haney gonna try to take him out in the 6th round with a body shot to throw a shot at Tank. I feel like after the fight, Garcia is going to be on that same level as Raleigh Romero. Talk all this trash, can't back it up. You want to bring up photos with Haney and Diddy and posing at a pool party. You want to do all this stuff outside, You want to have the cameras on you. You want to be on the internet, the big glow up. But then when you get in the ring, you don't show up, and you get knocked out by a body shot in the 6th round with Haney, and then we can get that Haney Tank Davis fight that we've been looking for. What y'all think about it? How about you, Left? Go ahead, Win.
Okay, check this out. I'm more interested in Paul and Tyson than I am than Haney and Garcia, because we
gotta get Win Walker drug tested, man. Like,
I'm just saying it's a given. Garcia, go home, lay down, get the bag. Get this free bag.
Why don't you put Peyton in the car?
Hey, get your free bag, Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
Haney finna do you bad, bro.
If you want to gimmick, why don't you have Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight and Caitlin Clark be the referee? How about that?
There you go. That's a gimmick for your ass right there.
Hey, but no, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson finna put something on that boy for real. This ain't gonna be no play. It ain't gonna be no play. Everybody think it's play. Mike Tyson finna show him that this is what real boxing is about. That little play wrestling you done did and all that little play fighting you done did. You up against I'm not gonna let you tarnish mine.
Let's get back to the Haney Garcia.
Yeah. Okay. Haney Garcia. Haney in 6. Did you hear what I just said? Haney in 6.
Yes. You said you can't wait for the Tyson and Jake Paul fight.
I said I'm more interested.
I'm messing with you.
Than this, because Garcia's running his mouth.
Haney and Ryan Garcia. At this point, I'm with Ryan Garcia being a character. You know what I mean? Like I said, a step above Rolly Romero. And really, I put Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia in the same breath, because what have they done to say, well, at least they did this, did that. Yep. Romero's getting beat up by grandpas, getting saved by paid off referees.
Fights. Yeah, he stole that fight.
And then you got, on the other hand, you got Ryan Garcia, who plays to the internet and social media more than he does in regards to getting this thing on in the ring. Mm-hmm. I think that Ryan Garcia he builds safety nets for himself. If he loses the fight, something was going on with him inside, and he didn't mean to smoke the weed on the camera, and he didn't mean to say this and that. He's gonna be back to praying to Jesus and all that. No disrespect.
Yes, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't inhale.
Yeah. So again, this is what you get. And Devin Haney, to me, Devin Haney needs to work out. You know what I mean? He needs to shut this dude up. The selling points of this fight is that they were 3-3 in the amateurs. Like, word. What the hell they got to do with the price of tea in Brooklyn? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question, Left?
Go ahead, Yada.
Is this a tune-up fight for Haney? Because a tune-up for him to get ready for Tank? Is this a tune-up fight? Can we look at this as a tune-up fight? Like, that's crazy that Ryan Garcia has now been downgraded to being a tune-up fighter. Because that's what it's
Tank gonna be in the house. We're gonna see what it is. Barclays Center gonna be popping Saturday night.
You definitely know Tank gonna be there.
420. Oh man, listen, man. It's three places you need to be for people that are outside of the viewing area or outside what we need. New York City, Philadelphia, and Oklahoma City. That's where you need to be. 420. If you went one of the places, because it's going down.
Going down.
What I mean? It's going all the way down.
Win. Talk real quick about your event that you're having for 420 real quick.
Hey, this Saturday, 420, everybody. Your boy, the boss, Rick Ross, Juicy J. They will be at the 420 Cloud Fest with your boy, MC Windwalker and Trigonometry. We get down with the get down. Hey, it's going down. It's going to be lit, real lit. And we will be watching the fight as we do this thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, hey, if you got something to do, you better
Tell
be
him,
at
tell
one
him
of
where
them
the spot.
places.
Tell him where the spot is. Tell him where the spot
Where's
is.
that?
Hey,
You know?
okay, it's 2121 South Portland in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Rick Ross, the boss, will be in the building. Juicy J, he'll be there after the concert. From the end of the concert to the end of the morning, Juicy J will DJ and turn the place up. So we want you to, if you
Nice.
know anybody that want, and guess what? This is a 420 event for the ages. And I'm putting this out here and look right here in this camera. It's absolutely free.
Mm.
Oh,
Who
that's the
does
best
that?
part. It's free. That's man. I'm mad. I'm not in OKC.
Who
That's
does
crazy.
that?
Free.
Absolutely free. Hey, get online, get your tickets now. Come party with me. Party
All
with me,
right,
Fresh.
baby.
that's
Party
what's up,
with me.
man.
Look. Fresh off the Drake diss and everything. Rick Ross, fresh off that Drake
Oh
diss.
yeah.
That was
Oh,
fire.
I made a new song. Yeah, man.
Yeah, cool.
I'm doing it.
We in the building, man. 420, you already know we're gonna celebrate, man. If you indulge, happy 420 to you.
Yes.
It's a lot going down this weekend. You know what I mean? New York City got the Washington Square Park thing popping off. Once again, it's on. So again, the smoke cloud is definitely going to travel from Lower Manhattan to the Barclays Center, all the way down Flatbush Avenue. You already know. Everybody gonna be out. Everybody gonna be getting they puff on. And again, at the end of the day, you do it for the culture. You know what I mean? If you do it to be
Yes,
cool, you're
sir.
doing it for the wrong reason. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Know what you're dealing with. Because the industry is what it is, but at the other end of it, it could be real harmful to you. So again, we don't subscribe to telling people what to do or what not to do or whatever. We just do
Do
what we
what you
do.
do. Yeah, do
You know
what
what
you
I'm
do.
saying?
We do.
So
And I almost
go ahead,
forgot
go ahead.
real quick. During the event, you know how they had a big screens where everybody can see. You will be seeing a trailer of the new movie Off the Front Line, which I am a part of. I'm also in the movie. It'll be being played while I'm up on stage. So
Okay.
it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be all the way
All right.
lit.
That's
We
what's up.
all we
Nice.
waiting
That's
on.
That's fire.
Hey,
That's fire.
we waiting on RM Death. That's all we waiting on.
what's up.
That's all we waiting on.
You know
Happy
what I mean?
New Year. Yeah.
Listen, man, we're gonna make that happen soon, man. Word is born. We're gonna make that happen. But 420, man, everybody celebrate, do what they do. What's going on in your neck of the woods for 420, Yada Bear?
There's a couple events happening. It's not completely legal here, but it's people still
We ain't gonna tell nobody.
yeah,
We ain't
people
gonna
still do what they do.
You're not
There's a
gonna do it,
couple
D'Angelo.
yeah, it's a couple events happening, a couple like brunches with like infused food and stuff like that. So
don't give out no addresses.
I'm not getting out no locations or nothing, but there's a couple of things popping around here on 420.
Don't give out no
Safely.
addresses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Please don't.
but now we get to the point where we're about to get down on
Oh yeah,
certain things.
absolutely. But
That's
before we get down on it, I just gotta say one thing. At the beginning of the show, we talked about the WNBA.
Mhm.
And again, when we started this, like, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And like people talk about, they talk about sports, they talk this, they talk that, they talk the third.
Mhm.
What put me on to this one right here? This one over here, what put me on and said that she's the one is when she brought up that there's no WNBA basketball team in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
When she said that, the switch went off. Like, oh, snap. Like I never considered it. I never thought about it. I'm not gonna say I didn't care about it, but it just never dawned on me. Like, okay, oh shit, they don't have no. My bad. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Bleep that part out. They don't got no team, no WNBA team in Philly. Oh snap! As
Yeah.
rich as a culture and as far back with basketball as that city goes, They don't have a team. So now they finally, I guess, a year plus after this one over here,
been going hard for it
and spoke to it and continued to go hard on it and hard to it and hard about it. I just want to give Yada Bear her flowers. They're not gonna be in no glass like like the other show, but I want to give you your flowers. But yeah, we're gonna get down on it. And this is the part of the show where we talk about what we talk about, something that kind of like pertains to get our focus on, something that we like, something that we can talk to and speak to really, 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 really quickly. All right, who's first?
Go ahead.
Let's go ahead, Win. You go ahead, Win.
Like I said, I'm still mad. I want to get down on them not giving the WNBA the money that they need, because they showed the TV ratings of the men's championship and the women's championship for the NCAA, and the women's championship killed the men's championship.
It was like almost ratings, double, right? Almost double.
Yeah, and in money and in sales. So hey, come on, y'all. You gotta do better. We gotta do better. Even the draft, the men's draft and the women's draft. Watch the comparison. Watch how many people watch the women's draft and how many people watch the men's draft. You had a better what we call it, a better spool of players coming out of the women's draft than I see coming out of the men's draft. And that's just the way I see it.
Yeah.
And I'm getting down on
Win Walker in the house, y'all. That's Win Walker in the house. You make sure you catch Win Walker in that new movie that's coming out off the front line. Make sure you check him out. All right, Saturday at the Cloud Fest, Oklahoma City. He rocking out with the boss Rick Ross and Juicy J. We sipping on some syrup and sipping on pants and all that. You know what I'm saying? He rocking out to the Maybach music. You heard? So yeah, everything is everything, man. Go ahead, Broski. What you getting down on this week?
Well, I'm getting down on my 76ers playing the Miami Heat tomorrow for the play-in tournament. First time, we've been in this, position. I'd say it was a combination of our big man going down, plus a couple of games that got taken away from us from the refs. But no need to cry about it. I'm gonna take care of business tomorrow so that we can set up a showdown up and down 95. We don't gotta travel that far. Up and down I-95. This is the freeway series that we could be having. The I-95 highway series between.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah. once we take care of Miami tomorrow, Joel come out here. Joel come out here, do his thing. Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre come out here, get it popping, and then we can focus on the real playoffs. Against those New York Knicks, they're just waiting for us. This is a dream matchup, but like what we were talking about, behind the scenes is like this is like really one of the first times that both our teams are really good at the same time. It's always one or the other. We can go back to the Patrick Ewing era. We was bad, when we was on our little run with AI. The Knicks day was good, but it wasn't really that good, So this is the first time that we've been pretty, we both had good teams. So I'm just looking for that opportunity to shut somebody up that's, a train ride away up I-95. But that's what I'm getting down on. Let's continue to support the WNBA. May 14th, and go ahead, Left. You can go ahead and get down now.
So check this out. You know what I'm getting down on? I'm getting down on the ones who sold y'all those bad psychedelic drugs. That's what I'm getting down on. Listen, man, I feel like we do this all the time. We talk, you know what I mean, and it might be irreverent because we don't have 1 million followers or stuff like that. But what I do notice, and what I'm gonna get down on, is that a lot of topics that we talk about in this show, we have fun with it. You know what I mean? But we stand on the fact and stand on the business that we know what we're talking about, right? And a couple of topics that we discussed in this show find their way into the mainstream, and it's cool. You know what I mean? And the first example I'm gonna give you is this one over here, talking about there needs to be a team in Philly. No, I never heard that from nobody. That might have been talked behind the scenes or whatever the case may be. But to hear somebody who is from the town that can talk to it and speak to it and put it out there, that speaks a lot. And now all of a sudden, you know, they're hemming and hawing and talking around how they would like to have a team in Philly, which what I think is going to happen is when they open up that new arena, they're going to probably have a team. You know what I mean?
76th place.
For me, you know, and I've been saying this also since day one, when we started this, you know, this journey down in Sports Talk, that it always comes back to this.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no matter how much we like, you know, you love your Lakers and you love your Sixers and your Eagles, and I love my, you know, my Yankees and my Knicks and stuff like that. If the corporations and the people who have the bread don't throw the bread towards that particular situation where it can stand on its own 2 feet and get other people to invest and enjoy, because I think the WNBA is a pot of gold that's waiting to be really, really, really dealt with on a regular basis. It's going to probably be in the next 5 or 10 years where somebody's going to wake up, Adam Silver, and say, you know, the easiest part of this would be to get a WNBA franchise to partner with an NBA franchise. You're in the same city. You play in the same building. You know what I mean? But somebody hasn't fell down and bumped their head yet. They're
too much like right.
Yeah, it sounds like too much like the right thing to do, and it'll all fall into place. I think this is all part of a grand plan, a grand scheme, because the way that the sports hierarchy and the sports, if you want to call it, inner workings has been the last 50, 60, 70, 80 years, as far as we've known it. And I'm going to say me, because I might be a little older than y'all the bear. You know what I mean? And when is around, and you know, I'm younger. You know what I mean? But again, at the same time, we've experienced it from a what am I getting ready to say, Browski? From maybe a analog level to now we're in a digital level, and much differently on a business. These teams are being, you know, dealt with and handled like businesses instead of teams what they are. The worst thing that we had back in the day, Windwalker, was you wake up one day, you know, it's the Baltimore Colts. You wake up the next day, it's the Indianapolis Colts. It's like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And rest in peace, Al Davis. He went crazy with the Oakland Raiders, moving to LA, moving back to Oakland, moving back to LA. Like he was going berserk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
now they in Las Vegas.
And now they in Las. Come on, let's go, Windwalker. And now they in Las Vegas.
Now they in Vegas.
You know what I'm saying? So again, the money is the main thing. As much as we get the passion that we give and we support our teams and stuff like that, it always comes back to the dollar bill. Whoever has the most money gets the biggest free agents. Whoever has the most money gets the biggest stadium. Whoever has the most money is able to spend to keep their franchises afloat. And I just wanted to get down on the fact that, you know, over here down in Sports Talk, man, we're not blind to the fact of what goes on. We just speak to it with a unobstructed view. You know what I mean? Because we're not beholden to nobody. You know what I mean? But we got respect for, you know, where it comes from and all that. That's Yada Bear right there. That's Windwalker right there. You know what I mean? You know who I'll be, RM Des at Twitter. That's what they call it now. Yo, we're about to be out. Don't go nowhere, y'all. 77-64 Lakers over the New Orleans Pelicans with about 3:20 left in the third. Windwalker's in the building. He's a happy camper. Because I can imagine that if it had been the other way around, he'd be at the store looking for some raisin bran. Some carnation.
It's now 79.
We're about to get up out of here, y'all. We'll talk to y'all next week down in Sports Talk in the building. Y'all be good. All right. Peace. So what had happened was Windwalker was walking to the store, man. He repped in the Bugsy Bows.
Oh, what a random name.
I just